KC's Nation again. So this is going to be a little different. I've gotten into a whole nother world of things, but hey, it's my channel. I can put anything I want on here. I'm going to show you my new kayak and all that, and the features and all that stuff. And then after this video, there should be another video of me taking it out with cameras for the first time. I've had it out once or twice prior, but this last time I took it out with cameras and all the rigging and stuff I'd put together, so everything's good. So here's the kayak. It's a native Ultimate 12. It's the basic model. It's not the FX that has all the fancy things in it. But I mean, for what I do and what I use it for, it does great. So the cool thing about these is they've got a really nice seat in them, and it's real comfortable, and you can lay it back if you want and such. I've got some cheaper paddles because I don't see the need for a $200 paddle that you could possibly break when you can buy an aluminum one that'll do just as good and weigh literally maybe 10-15% more. At that point, I don't need to notice it. But I just got back from taking it out today, but as you can see, I've got a couple things mounted on the track rails, and I'll show you a little trick to where you ain't got to buy the fancy little gear track nuts and stuff. I mounted all the stuff for these paddle holders in that Scotty mount there, all from Home Depot. So you don't have to go to the store to buy. You don't have to go to the retail store for kayaks and stuff to buy the gear track stuff. You can take and go to Home Depot and buy the certain things I bought and mount stuff just fine. Behind my seat, I store my life jacket and anchor. I've got about a 50-foot rope on the anchor. And then back here, typical fishing crate. Put 4 rod holders on it. What I normally do is I usually just use these 2 here for my rods. And then these back here, I'll take and put the camera down in, like so. And then angle it down and such. But after taking it out today and reviewing the footage and stuff, I noticed as I was paddling, the camera would wobble and do this, and it probably doesn't look all that great. So the first videos and stuff aren't going to be that great, that top notch, but they are going to be something. And that's one of the biggest things, is I hadn't messed with my channel in so long that I need to, and it's just it's a work in progress, but it needs to be back in progress. This kayak comes with a nifty anchor trolley system on both sides. We've got one over here too, and there's plenty of room, and it weighs maybe about 50 to 60 pounds, 60 with stuff in it, 50, 45 without rigging and such. Usually I have a bag tackle box, and I'll set it up here. When I get in the water, my shoes go up here, and the paddle, of course, is folded out and laid across there or being used. I've got 2 dry boxes. This one's for my cell phone. This one's for wallet, keys, and other items. Here's the Scotty mount that I have for that rod, for a rod holder up here. In the video, you'll see here in the future, it was set up differently. I had that rod holder actually a lot closer. It was on this side of the paddle mount or paddle holder, and it didn't work well there. It was right near my knee, and it just got in the way. So while I was out on the boat, actually, I took and swapped them around and just moved them down some so it would work better. What I have here is a mount for a GoPro or action camera I don't use GoPros, I use other things just because I don't have the money for a $300 camera. But I mount my GoPro style camera right here, and they'll give you a bow shot, and then sometimes I've got some where I've aimed it at myself. All in all, it's a really, really, really nice kayak. I enjoy it. See, I've had a kayak before that was smaller than this. It was a 10-footer, and it wasn't rated for me, and I'm a big guy, and big guys don't belong in small kayaks because we're top heavy. And the old kayak I had, which at some point I might do a video on if I can get around to it, it's at my parents' lake place, so it'll take a while to get that done. But for this one, this is my dream kayak. I've wanted it for 3 years. I finally got the money and went and bought it, and I've loved every minute of it. I've had it for maybe less than a month now, and I've had it out on the water probably every weekend since I bought it. It's great. It's very, very, very stable. I can get in it and rock back and forth and not have to worry about flipping it. The only downside on this thing that I've noticed, that I will say, is that I don't have the best way to keep it dry. I have a boat cover, but the boat cover that I have was made for the John boat that you see over there, and we'll get to that later. But the boat cover I do have, it leaks, so it fills up with water, and I have to take all this stuff out and drain it out and stuff. But the cool thing is that it does have a drain hole system in here somewhere, right there. Right there, there's a little slot, and there's one on the other side, so if you do get water in it, you can take and turn it on its side and get everything out. That's the only downside I've seen with it. Otherwise, the seat's comfortable, it's very stable. I've been in the wakes of boats through this multiple times already and hadn't had any issues with it. And one thing that I'd like to do in the future is the gear track system on here it's neat and it's nice and it's workable, but I want to put a dashboard across it and move everything onto that. That way I have a board from here to here, and I can put my Scotty mount, my GoPro mount, center the GoPro mount, and then add a couple other things like a cup holder and stuff, because I don't have anywhere to put any kind of drinks or cups or bottles or anything. Usually bottles are fine because you close them and they don't leak everywhere, but if you bring cans or insulated things or just whatever, it becomes a hassle. So that's it for my kayak. The next video you'll see will be me taking it out on the water. Bear with me in mind, it was the first time I've ever done any kind of video doing that, so there'll be some awkward moments at it, but you'll enjoy it, and I'll fix it up to where I'll cut some of the stuff out, but I'll leave some of the fun stuff where the camera just decided to on its own turn towards the other direction and ride that way, and then out of nowhere it decided to turn back. I don't know why, don't know how. I thought it was funny when I was reviewing it, but yeah, so just keep a lookout for that. Casey's Nation, keep watching, keep surprised. Can't talk today. Keep watching, keep subscribing, like, comment, and we'll see you in the next one.